women want out of a relationship?
Women don't know what they want.
Ah, here we go.
They don't. Women think they want things and then they get them and they leave the dude. I want a guy who's sweet and sensitive and takes care of my needs and thinks about me, blah, blah, blah. They're all out there. None of you are with them. Why? Because women don't want that. Women don't actually want that. Women want to be with a man they respect. Women are only going to enjoy the time with and end up feeling in love with a man they genuinely respect. And unfortunately, to be respected, some of the qualities are detrimental to the overall relationship's, let's say, happiness. I know loads of women who are with a dude they hate, but they respect him. Like, he makes me so mad, but here's the G. And they stay with him, as opposed to the woman who's like, well, he's so nice to me, but you know, and leaves. So women need to respect you as a man.
Not shocked or surprised, so that you don't abandon me when you see the TMZ video of my face getting fire hosed by Michael B. Jordan.
She's not lying here, okay? It's important to her that people don't see her as a terrible person, a terrible mom. That's why she's still in touch with her ex-husband, because there's nothing wrong with him. He's just not Michael B. Jordan or all the other high-status actors in Hollywood she's fantasizing about. She upgraded to a higher status than her husband, and Briffault's Law is all she wrote. Once again, you do not build equity with women. Let's take it a step further.
And while shooting, all of my girlfriends kept on asking me, okay, Ali, on the DL, you gonna hook up with one of your co-stars?
Pay attention, guys. These stories are not about average Joes, okay? It's always highly attractive men. And the sisterhood has no problem if one of the sisters hooks up with a highly attractive man. They encourage it. She just told you. Let's take it a step further.
Woman. None of these men can handle me, a strong woman. None of these men want a strong woman. I'm like, you're an annoying woman.
Even when girls found out that I had slept with all these other girls, they still wanted to hook up.
Welcome, my friends, to the RP Experience. Peace and love to my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, and turn on all notifications so you know when I have a whole new video up. Today's video is going to be about something that Ali Wong said in a video that I had did, and I didn't have the energy to cover it at that time, but I have the energy to cover it now. Is that thing of, while in society is more acceptable for men to cheat.
Generally, our society is very unforgiving of women who cheat on their husbands. And at the same time, it's so forgiving of men who cheat.
Now, I don't believe that's true, only because of when you cheat in marriage, you know, she can divorce you and take half your shit. Definitely believe that 99% of women will agree that's justified. As well, I don't think anybody supports cheating, even though it is a thing in this space, the manosphere space, that men are saying, high tier men like Andrew Tate are saying that men should have multiple women. Okay. But that's not for all of us. Without further ado, let me start this video now.
A lot of my male stand-up comic friends be hooking up with women, beautiful, gorgeous women, through the DMs. It's these dudes who always have 0 followers. Do you know anybody who doesn't know anybody anybody.
Again, women care about status, which is why they flock to men who have it. Men don't care about how many followers a woman has, even though it could be a red flag. But I mean, it doesn't make her more attractive. If she's a 6, she remains a 6 with 1 million followers. And a woman with 1 million followers is still a woman, which means she is hypergamous. So a woman who is a 6 with 1 million followers will look for a man with 1 million followers or higher. It is what it is.
It is so upsetting to a person like me because I think about cheating on my husband. My mom doesn't understand. She can't relate to these feelings of wanting to fool around outside of your marriage because she's an immigrant woman who was born in 1940. I, on the other hand, have met the entire cast of the Avengers.
This is pure gold because this is facts. 40% of women reported cheating for emotional reasons, such as needing attention or wanting to feel desired. This whole show is about Ali wanting attention from high status men, wanting to be desired by high status men. The Avengers cast is a great example. Her story about her mom is exactly what sociology is all about. The impact of society on human behavior and the impact of human behavior on society. The 1940s is generally considered part of the industrial era. During the 1940s, a significant number of jobs involved manual or physical labor. Religion still played a big factor. It took another 20 years before the birth control pill was on the market. In 1969, Governor Ronald Reagan of California signed the nation's first no-fault divorce bill. It took 60 years before social media became a fact. So of course, Ali's mom had a different experience and mindset.
And then all of a sudden that somebody reveals a personality trait that you don't like, you could just leave.
I know I played some of this part before, but I did not address what she said right here. This is what you men will be dealing with after you're 7 years into marriage and you have a kid or kids and you have a house. And yeah, you as a man is already invested into the relationship. Meanwhile, while she has invested by having the babies, and because men cannot have babies, we definitely help in the process of them birthing babies. But as far as having them, women have them, and I could never understand the pain and the bond that uh, they get from having that child. Okay, so I give women that, but once they have that right there, not all of them will do this. But like I said before, you don't know who's going to do it. And if they do it, you are screwed. So after they have that, you're already invested in, neither one of you are perfect people and stuff. And you start getting annoyed with each other. She has the ability now, because she didn't have it in the beginning. I understand why a woman will probably try to break it off within 6 months to a year, maybe 2 at the most or something, because the longer she stays with that man, she's investing her time, because it's going to be hard for her to get somebody once she gets like uh late 30s 40s, especially if she have not kept her looks up. 50s 60s, she's out of the game then, unless if once again she happened to still look like a Jennifer Lopez, how Jennifer Lopez looks right now. She could still pull some decent guys, you know. But because she loses that, and she invests time with a man, that somewhat keeps her on honest behavior when she can't just up and leave. Now, once she has kids, she has the house and home. Once she has things that she can take from that man, and this is the thing right here. I'm not saying that some men don't deserve to be crushed because they are either fucking up or either they have totally mistreated and abused that woman. I'm not saying that some of them don't. Now, I'm still not sure about the half thing, depending on what the guy does, and she contributed nothing to, but I do understand that kids do have to be taken care of. That's why I'm not totally against doing child support. Now, of course, though, I don't want to be forced to pay something I cannot afford. I know in my case, I was fair with her because I'm not sure she tried to go behind my back to get more money, but truthfully, she was going to get less if the court was involved. I actually was overpaying, which I will do that because I know it's hard out here. Anyway, coming back to what I was saying. So, once a woman knows you're fully invested and she can just step out of the contract, anything that you are doing that she's annoyed with because she's tired of you anyway, she can just leave. In my case, I did put the final nail in the coffin in my marriage because I did a legal thing that got her into some trouble because I was like desperate, and that was the reason why I did it. I shouldn't have done it, but up to that point, she was totally acting totally toxic and disrespectful. I don't know. I felt really defeated in that relationship. And I felt like, damn if I do, damn if I don't. Now, I remember when she used to be a much different person, but that person is long gone and done now. She is a totally different individual. So I needed to change with that right there. Anyway, I needed to explain this point.
I do wake up next to him every day, and I am happy. Oh, God. It's not enough. I'm not leaving my husband.
If you can't withstand my love.
This changes nothing. Now me.
A woman will never be satisfied, especially in modern times where a woman doesn't have to leave the house to experience the paradox of choice. What I like about this segment about freedom is that Ali is fully aware of what's going on. Women know what is right and what is wrong. That's why women want things to be fluid, just like their feelings. They want to do whatever they want without the consequences, without the responsibilities. But somebody has to pay the price. Guess who that is? Now, when it comes to men getting a pass for cheating, this is where context comes in. Because men don't get a pass for cheating. It's high value men, high status men that get a pass for cheating because they are rare and desired by most women. Matter of fact, it's women that give these men a pass for cheating.
I have to understand that when you're at a certain level of wealth, fame, and fortune, that the rules just totally change. I have a video here that this guy is going to explain that. If I was in his shoes, would I succumb to that same type of temptation? I'm not sure. I mean, especially not now, the way that I look at relationships in general. I would have to be with a woman that I think is a really good woman for me, and I wouldn't want to hurt her. Even though those urges and feelings would be there. But, however, do I want to lose such a diamond to go play with rocks?
Look at this clip.
Getting out of the house and finding out that you had fans. From that moment, it was just off to the races. I remember the first girl that hit me up, she would send me messages. And I thought it was a trap. I thought it was like a setup. Then finally I just gave in. And like with anything else, once you give in, it's like, just open up those floodgates. Even when girls found out that I had slept with all these other girls, they still wanted to hook up. And so when you start seeing that, it conditions yourself that there's nothing real to this dating thing. You know, there's no rules.
We don't condone cheating, but it's women that give access to sex. It's women that don't care about other women's relationships. You heard what the man said. These women still wanted to hook up, even though he slept with all these other girls. You would think that would turn them off, right? Wrong.
Exactly what he said. Most women are complaining about Chaz and Tyrone's, high value men, players, uh, celebrities, superstars, those men that they have their eye on, their dream man, those men right there. They're not talking about the common man that's underneath their profile picture saying I love you and you are great, or either their guy best friend that listens to all of their drama with the guys that they go out and date with. They're not talking about that guy right there that sits there and listens to them. They talking about that guy that they can't nail down.
Women want men that are desired by other women. What happened to him is extremely rare. Most men are invisible to most women. So for a man to have an abundance of access to sex is impressive. It's outstanding. For women, it's not impressive. In other words, a key that can open many locks is a master key. And a lock that can be opened by many keys is a shitty lock. Context it is. Ali Wong said it herself.
Not because I'm a good person, only because no worthy opportunity has presented itself.
Women cannot just replace a high value man, a high status man, a high earning man, a man that's desired by many women. And when a woman has experienced a high value man, a high value lifestyle, she's gonna feel that that's what she deserves. And she can't go back in lifestyle. That's why women can't date a bus driver. It's a downgrade in their eyes. And that's the red pill truth. Women don't love you for who you are. They love you for what you can provide. And you do not build equity with women. It doesn't matter what you have done 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 months ago. What matters is what you have done for her lately.
People don't like it when women cheat, and they'll really turn on you because they feel betrayed, especially if you're a mom. It's too contrary to your wholesome, loving image.
Anyway, I wanted to use another example of women cheat as much as men. Maybe not as much as with the intercourse thing, but in every other way, in adding up to that, yes, they do. It's just that they're better at it. It could be emotional cheating. It could be if you was to go through most of your girlfriends or wives' telephone messages, you would find some stuff on there. If you was to dig, and some of it could have been like innocent flirting. But however, if you was flirting, it'd be another thing. I've had women in my past just flip out because I had a conversation with a girl that maybe got a little flirty or something. And I have to admit, I was wrong in that instance. But how many times has she did the same thing? And I'm not even talking about the ex-wife person. I'm talking about women in general that I've dealt with. They do a lot of the same things that they be all up in your ass about. This is why I'm one of the few guys that I don't mind if the woman's a little jealous, not insane, crazy jealous, or like territorial or something like that. Only because if she's not at all jealous, then you as a dude need to be worrying. Now this is the double standard thing. I think it looks bad when a man gets to be too jealous. Now, however, though, he should be concerned. He shouldn't be how I would be sometime, like totally trusting, like, oh, she wouldn't do that to me or something. Just don't be overreacting. Women get more leeway in this area right here. But from my experience, I've learned is better if she's a little bit more up your ass than you are up her ass. Like being like, well, where are you at? Who are you with? The thing is though, she can't be flipping out like it's a line right there. So, I don't mind if she's concerned or wondering what I'm doing, but however though, she can not be trying to embarrass me or be totally off the chain. And once again, that's a slippery slope right there. You guys that don't want to deal with that, I understand. But I just noticed when a girl is not worried about what you are doing, then you should be worrying definitely about what she's doing. Here, oh, and before I leave, I'm not one of those guys that believe that men should be able to cheat on women, that we should be able to have a harem. Now, of course, though, I'm not rich and famous. But if I was rich and famous, like, I do try to think about the person. So if I'm with a woman that's totally loves me or something, I would try my damnness to not cheat on her. I would try to bring her to all my functions. I would try me personally. That's what I would do because I wouldn't want to hurt her because I know when girls get cheated on, even though guys like to joke about it or something, they really do take it hard. Maybe we take it harder because we don't know if that's our kid and other things that we can pull up, but they do get hurt if they actually do love you. But so I'm not pushing that forward. That's where me and Andrew Tate split. A lot of his like man improvement stuff, yes. But as far as his thing of saying that men should be allowed high value, men should be allowed to like cheat and stuff like that, then you guys don't get married. Do not get married. Have a surrogate if you want kids or something like that. Stay single. But nobody wants to do that. The same way, like this woman here, she wants to have it all. Those guys want to have it all. Y'all both wrong. Anyway, hit the like button going out. Thank you very much.